Hello, everyone. Welcome to the September 25th, 2023 second and final public hearing to consider the adoption of the fiscal year 2024 final millage rate and fiscal year 2024 final annual budget. The meeting format is hybrid. Please silence all phones for the duration of the meeting. I will now call this public hearing to order. Please look at your screens and devices where an image of the flag is displayed, and please stand if you're able to do so and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Attendance, please.
Chair Vieira.
Here.
Director Owen indicated that he would be absent and sent a memorandum dated September 25th, 2023 to Chair Councilmember Luis Vieira from himself, stating, "Dear Chair, Councilmember Vieira, I will be unable to attend the HART Board meeting today, September 25th, 2023, due to a conflict. Please read the reason for my absence into the record." Director Williams?
Here.
Director Henderson?
Present.
Director Frazier? Director Johnson indicated
Here.
Thank you, Director Frazier. Director Johnson indicated he would be absent. Director Kemp?
Here.
Director Knight?
Here.
Director Mechanic?
Here.
Director Myers?
Here.
Director Schisler?
Here.
Director Wolstel? You do have a quorum, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you, everybody. And as was indicated, Vice Chair Commissioner Michael Owen is unable to be here today due to a conflict and has sent a memo and whatnot. A quorum appears to be physically present at the Hillsborough Transit Authority here at 1201 East 7th Avenue, Tampa, Florida 33605, and the rest of the board members are communicating or attending virtually. There are documents available online and at the meeting that summarize the fiscal year 2024 final millage rate and fiscal year 2024 final annual budget. These documents include the agendas for tonight's public hearing. The first action will be approval of the minutes from the September 12th, 2023 fiscal year 2024 tentative millage rate and fiscal year 2024 tentative annual budget public hearing. May I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Here we have a motion by Commissioner Kemp, seconded by, was it Commissioner or Mr. Knight? Roll call, please.
Chair Vieira?
Yes.
Director Williams?
Yes.
Director Henderson?
Yes.
Director Frazier?
Yes. Sorry.
Yes.
Director Kemp?
Yes.
Director Knight?
Yes.
Director Mechanic?
Yes.
Director Myers?
Yes.
Director Schisler?
Yes.
Director Wolstel?
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. And question, I probably shouldn't ask a question I don't know an answer to. Is there public comment at all, or?
Public comment during the public hearing is taken later on in the,
Thank you. There
Yes.
you go. We will consider the adoption of the following resolutions. First, resolution number R2023-09-51, a resolution of the Hillsborough Transit Authority of Hillsborough County, Florida, adopting the final levying of ad valorem taxes, adopting the final fiscal year 2024 millage rate of .5000, which is more than the rollback rate of .4590 mils by 8.93%, and providing for effective date. Secondly, there is resolution number R2023-09-52, a resolution of the Hillsborough Transit Authority of Hillsborough County, Florida, adopting the final fiscal year 2024 annual budget of $159,149,766 and providing for an effective date. The public hearing will be conducted as follows. First, HART staff will present the fiscal year 2024 final millage rate. Second, HART staff will present an overview of the fiscal year 2024 first or final annual budget. Next, the board will then open the floor for citizen comments regarding only the final millage rate and/or final budget. There you go. Speaker comments are limited to 3 minutes. After citizen comments, the board will then take action to move for approval of any necessary changes, if any. 2 resolutions will be presented to the board for approval. The board will then approve the required resolutions adopting the fiscal year 2024 final millage rate first, and then adopting the fiscal year 2024 final annual budget. In that order, staff will now please present the fiscal year 2024 final millage rate.
Thank you, Chair. This is the second required public hearing on the fiscal year 2024 millage rate and fiscal year 2024 annual budget. Notification of this hearing was published in the Tampa Bay Times on September 20th, 2023. A notification was also published in the Florida Sentinel and La Gaceta on September 22nd, 2023. The fiscal year 2024 not to exceed millage rate was certified at the July 17th, 2023 board meeting and provided to the property appraiser on July 28th, 2023, in conformance with the state law. The fiscal year 2024 final millage rate of 0.5 mils is the same as the adopted fiscal year 2023 millage rate of 0.5 mils. The fiscal year 2024 millage rate of 0.5 mils is more than the rollback rate of 0.4590 mils by 8.93%. Justin Laffer, Director of Budgets and Grants, will present the FY 2024 final millage rate.
Good evening, Chair, members of the board, and Mr. Greenville. My name is Justin Lafler, Director of Budgets and Grants. This evening is the second last public hearing on the 2024 millage rate and annual budget. The goal is for the HART board to approve the final millage rate and then the final budget in tonight's meeting. So tonight's topics are the historical and proposed ad valorem revenues, historical millage rate and the rollback rate, and then the board resolution. Pursuant to board policy, HART budgets ad valorem at 95%. For fiscal year 24, ad valorem is budgeted at $72,865,102, an increase of 11.5%, or $7,486,102. This year, the millage rate is 0.5 mils, which is greater than the rollback rate of 0.590 mils, an increase of 8.93%. The rollback rate is the rate that we would charge that would result in the same amount as the previous year's tax. The resolution R 2023-09-51, a resolution of the Hillsborough Transit Authority of Hillsborough County, Florida, adopting the final levying of ad valorem taxes, adopting the final fiscal year 2024 millage rate of 0.5, which is more than the rollback rate of 0.4590 mils by 8.93%, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate you. Any comments or questions? Okay. There being none, staff will please now present the fiscal year 2024 final annual budget.
The fiscal year 2024 final annual budget is $159,149,766. It represents a decrease of 0.6% from the amended fiscal year 2023 annual budget of $160,046,015. The fiscal year 2024 final annual budget consists of the following components. Final operating budget, $108,688,780. Final capital budget, $50,460,986, for a final total annual budget of $159,149,766. The annual budget was discussed with the Board and Finance and Audit Committee during meetings held from May through August 2023. Justin Lafler will now present the final budget.
Good evening, Justin Lafler, Director of Budgets and Grants. This presentation is on the budget, and it hasn't changed since the last public hearing.
Okay, thank you I'm sorry. Go ahead, continue. I thought that was
Today
it.
we're going to go over the operating statistics, the staffing levels, operating revenues and expenses, capital revenues and expenses, the capital project list, the combined annual budget, and then finally the board resolution. Here are our operating service hours and statistics for fiscal year 24. And they total 8.6 million miles, 691,000 hours of service with a projected ridership of 12 million. The staffing summary for fiscal year 24 totals 819 employees. 76% of that is ATU staff, 7% are Teamsters, and non-bargaining staff is 17%. Operating revenue is budgeted at $108,688,780. The largest source of revenue is ad valorem, that is budgeted at 95% and makes up 67.04% of revenues. Expenses also total $108,688,780. HART's largest expense is salaries at 50.04%. The combination of salaries, healthcare, and fringe benefits makes up 72.26% of expenses. Capital revenues are budgeted at $50,460,986. The majority of this funding comes from FTA grants. The 5307 grant is included, it includes both the formula and the block grants. Capital expenses total $50,460,986 and are split into 6 categories. First category being vehicle and maintenance, and that total is $19,309,883. The next category is facilities and construction with a total of $10,050,000. The technology total is $14,559,171. And here are the final 3 categories. Bus stops and shelters at $5,365,470. Planning and studies at $850,000. Safety and security at $326,462, with a total capital budget totaling $50,460,986. The total combined annual budget is, for this year, is $159,149,766. This takes us to Resolution R 2023-09-52, a resolution of the Hillsborough Transit Authority of Hillsborough County, Florida, adopting the final fiscal year 2024 annual budget of $159,149,766 and providing for an effective date.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. We appreciate that. Any comments or questions for staff before we proceed? Okay, there being none, we will take public comments regarding the fiscal year 2024 final millage rate and fiscal year 2024 final annual budget. For those who wish to speak, I ask that you please limit your comments to no more than 3 minutes.
There is nobody signed up or present. Thank you.
No one here. Okay. Public comment is hereby closed. We will now vote on the fiscal year 2024 final millage rate. After the vote on the final millage rate, we will vote on the fiscal year 2024 final annual budget. The resolutions will now be read. The resolutions read are as follows. Resolution number R2023-09-51, a resolution of the Hillsborough Transit Authority of Hillsborough County, Florida, adopting the final levying of ad valorem taxes, adopting the final fiscal year 2024 millage rate of .5000, which is more than a rolled back rate of .4590 mils by 8.93%, and providing for an effective date. Additionally, resolution number R2023-09-52, a resolution of the Hillsborough Transit Authority of Hillsborough County, Florida, providing the final fiscal year 2024 annual budget of $159,149,766 and providing for an effective date. State statutes require that we approve this fiscal year 2024 final millage rate before we approve the fiscal year 2024 final annual budget. Accordingly, we will vote on each resolution separately. Is there a motion to adopt the fiscal year 2024 final millage rate?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Councilman Schisler, a second, I believe, by Commissioner Kemp. A roll call, please.
Chair Viera,
Yes.
Director Williams,
Yes.
Director Henderson,
Yes.
Director Frazier,
Yes.
Director Kemp,
Yes.
Director Knight,
Yes.
Director Mechanic,
Yes.
Director Myers,
Yes.
Director Schisler,
Yes.
Director Woolstel.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much, Board. Is there a motion to adopt the fiscal year 2024 final annual budget?
So moved.
Okay, we have a motion by Board Member Williams, seconded by Board Member, I believe, Mechanic. Any comments or questions before? Okay, roll call, please.
Chair Viera,
Yes.
Director Williams,
Yes.
Director Henderson,
Yes.
Director Frazier,
Yes.
Director Kemp,
Yes.
Director Knight,
Yes.
Director Mechanic,
Yes.
Director Myers,
Yes.
Director Schisler,
Yes.
Director Wolstel.
Yes.
The motion passes unanimously. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Board. This public hearing was held in compliance with Florida statutes today, September 25th, 2023, to consider the fiscal year 2024 final millage rate and the fiscal year 2024 final annual budget for Hillsborough Transit Authority. Unless if there are any comments or questions or anything of that nature, this concludes the public hearing. Thank you very much, Board. Thank you, staff.
Very good. How about it, Slim?
I think so. That was easy.
Oh, my goodness.